The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 49. Nasdaq is off 1. S&Ps are off 2. Gold contract up 5. Gold contract is up $6.70, trading at $12.84 an ounce. We have silver flat, $17.06. Light sweet crude up 79 cents, $55.94 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 4 ticks, 124.31. 30-year bond up 12, 153.30. King dollar down 169 ticks, 93.685. The euro is trading at 117, just about 118 to the U.S. dollar. Yen is at 112 and a quarter to the U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I know. It's a beautiful thing, man. Time just flies, man.
This week seemed quicker. Maybe down days will do that when we haven't had them in a while.
It did. For a full week, it did seem quicker, didn't it, man?
It did.
You got option expiration out here today, folks. So let's go take a look inside the Dow first and see what we have happening out here. So point-wise inside the Dow Industrials, what you have is this. Putting positive points into it, you get Nike putting 14 in, Verizon putting 4, Home Depot putting 3. Taken away from it, Goldman, -8, Boeing, -7, Apple, -7. Nothing really heavy there on the downside. Dow's down 46 right now. We take a look at the NDX 100, and the leader out here is Ross Stores, up 10%. It's pretty amazing, man.
That is.
It's, you know, let's just take a look at that. So Ross Stores, folks, big discounter, and you know, it's like it's a clothing store, and it has like some other stuff in it. You know, I've been in it a couple times, and it just cracks me up that. But bottom line is that this is a big move, man. You know, it's a discounter that's going to make it, evidently, right?
That's what it looks like today, especially, right? For
yeah,
sure.
And that Walmart yesterday, holy cow. And, you know, Walmart, folks, okay, it was up $10 yesterday, or $12. And that's all about, Tom, their online went up by 50%.
Yeah, I heard. I mean,
5-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's...
I mean, they were up almost 10% yesterday, right? I mean, that's a staggering number for how big of a company they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you bring up, the ownership, the Walton family still owns just 0.75 of 1 over 50% of it.
Yeah, pretty remarkable.
Isn't it? Oh. That's like one. Here, right, let's pull it up again, because this number is like a mind blower, folks. They will be back on the top of, now I think it's split up between like 5 of them or something, but they'll be back on the top of the richest people in the world. So, yeah, 1.5 billion shares there, and then this one's 96 million. So, yeah, that's over 1.5 billion shares.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Seriously.
And that's in this 2.9, yeah, there it is. There's 2.9 billion shares outstanding. Pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
No doubt. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at that oil market out here first. So oil last night, let's see where she is. There she is. Okay, so oil's up 1.4%. That wasn't that big a bid. Well, here, one second. Let me pull up the December one. That's January. CLZ7. Yeah, same thing. Well, yeah, it's still in that range, you know. 55.97. At the high out here has been 57.92. We go into the gold market. Let's take a look at gold, see what we have with gold. Okay, so gold's up 690. You're trading 202,000 contracts. It'd be really sweet, folks, if we can get gold to stay up coming into this close out here today. Because what you're going to have, yeah, and you should. Okay, so you get volume behind that move. Yeah, we still have volume behind the move. Because what we had here in the gold market is on Wednesday, we went topside. I believe it had, was it 300 or something? 300 and... Yeah, it was 400,000 contracts. On Wednesday, we did 434,000 contracts getting to that 1290. So your probability is that number one, it wants to get there. I'd actually love to see it stay right under that area, and then Monday morning has a whole nice weekend to rest. Monday morning it wakes up and goes topside. Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin, folks, okay?
Where are we at? I haven't seen it.
This is a trip, man. It was shy of 8,000 by $2.
Wow.
So we hit 79.97.17 last night. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Now think about this, folks. On Monday, it traded 56.05. Is that wild?
Seriously.
I know.
And just to, John Jameson, Larry, they did a great job Wednesday. And,
yes.
And John, part of his analogy, right, is people say, how high can it go? And he's compared it to art, right? Remember these conversations he's had with us, and it was just so timely because we were chatting a little bit yesterday just by email, and if people saw that Da Vinci that got sold, right. For $450 million, just smashing the record. So everything is context. How high can it go? A painting for $450 million is pretty inconceivable in the land of reasonable prices, but hey.
I know, man. It's crazy. And that painting, it was expected to go like at 125 million or something. Oh, no, the guy bought it at 125 million, I believe. And
120. So it was like 125, but they said it was one of the only private. It was one of the only ones still out there that you could buy. So they were wondering whether maybe private investors would push it to like 200 million because it was such a premium that it might be able to set the record. And it went to 400, and the total was 450, I think, with all the commissions. That must be a nice commission on a $400 million sale as an auction house.
Seriously, man. Can you? The hard thing to wrap your head around, I think, is that there is so much money at those levels.
Yeah.
That you'd actually do something like that.
I agree. I mean, and that's where you're competing with literally the likes of, entire countries that are trying to build, you have Qatar out there buying a vast, they're trying to build, I guess, a huge museum on their own for themselves. So they're big private buyers at this stage in the game in art.
Wow.
But yeah, pretty staggering when you have like a $300 million bid for a painting and you lose.
Yeah. So that's it. I got an article up here. Let me just see. Because what's happening is that the guy that sold it to is in a big suit with the guy that he bought it off, right? He bought a slew of them off him. And and he was saying that the guy that owns it was a Russian oligarch.
Oligarch, sure.
And what's going on is that now he's going to have a hard time winning the suit because he got so much money for the painting.
Man, oh man.
He was saying that he got taken to the cleaners. That he paid too much money for all the paintings. Isn't that funny?
That is.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We had an option expiration Friday. Bottom line, you know, it's almost like we get flat markets out here. You know, yesterday, you know, folks, when you had the Dow up even 180, that was only like 0.7%, which is pretty amazing. Where our numbers are so high now that it's like, wow, man. Do you know what I mean? You go up or down 1% inside the Dow Industrials, you are talking about monster. Well, you're talking about big numbers. So it's going to be intriguing, you know, whether we go up 200 or 300 or go down 200 or 300. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
You
Definitely.
Know? It's like crazy.
220 points, right? Easy. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, gold market. Okay, so we get a couple targets. They want to take a look at the GDX and, of course, Nugget. So if we go to GDX first, we are at 2261. Let me put this on a weekly now. So let's see. We had a low the week of the 27th, 215 million. We tested it the week of the 3rd of November with 157, which is good. You go up last week with 168. We tested that with 84. So, you know, what we're going to want to see here is that next week you're going to want a sign of strength, you know, because you can see you come down with volume the week of the 27th. You tested it, which was good the week of the 3rd, much lighter volume. We pushed higher last week with volume. This week is the test of that low, and we're going to close over, well, you want to close over $22.46 on the weekly. That's how that baby's set up. Let me go look at ABX, because ABX, no doubt, is the largest weighting structure, and that was, yeah, see, that's still in trouble. You know, ABX, you know, come down in the last 3 months from 1835 to 1399. It looks like it wants to basically try to at least get into the 1445 if we can catch a bid. But that is weighing on the GDX, there's no doubt. Newmont's not bad looking. The Royal Gold, Royal Gold doesn't look great. He still needs to catch a bid, man.
Yeah, it'll be interesting next week to see how quickly, of course, Thanksgiving. We're closed Thursday and Friday. Friday
Right.
being one of the only days with that half day that we're closed where there's any market action. So just speaking to the fact that, whether it's Wednesday, right, where the weekend's over, and not to expect much on Friday for sure. So it'll be a quick one, and seeing how the trading, what happens Monday, Tuesday, really.
It is Monday, Tuesday. That's right. Because what ends up happening, folks, is that this week here, I would say, gets even slower than almost over the holidays at Christmas and New Year's. Because this is like the first one, everyone's leaving their office Wednesday morning, if they even come in. Wednesday at noontime, you're talking about, coming right out. Now, Friday should be slow, but the bottom line is they can move the market wherever they want to move it.
Yes, and I'm trying to remember when the last time is that the market at a half day. I feel like the last time it did something big.
Yeah, yeah. One of the biggest days I've ever seen was the Friday after Thanksgiving, and this was in the 90s, and it was like, oh my God, and it was great. We were just sitting there buying everything. And it was like, oh my God, this is crazy. You just kept hitting the button, right? And this is when we were day trading quite a bit. And it was like, this is like nuts. It just kept going. And then what happened is that following Monday, it gave everything back like in a second. It was like,
crazy.
That day always reminds me that you can push that market anywhere. And in this particular day, just everything was going up. I mean, straight across the board. So it was like, oh my God. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today and see what we have. You got Intel is down 66 cents. You got, let's see, Bank of America's down 20. Foot Locker. Oh, we're going to have to look at that. See, some of these are making Foot Locker's up $7. Abercrombie and Finch is up $3. Some of these retailers are coming. Gap is up $2. Look at this.
Yeah. And to put things, $7 on Foot Locker's 22%.
Yeah. Look at this. Okay, so, maybe we're at the point right now that enough of these retailers went out of business and the last man standing is there. Let's see what they have to say. This is really intriguing, man. So,
I was with our friend Eddie last night hanging out, and we were talking about Walmart, and we were both saying it because I was telling him how much it was up, and he was talking about, of course, retail because they're in retail, as you know. And we were just talking about in general how it would be great for Amazon to finally have some real competition for all of us, and they do a great job. But man, they can't take over the world. That's not good for consumers. Monopolies are not good for consumers. And we talk with Kevin Hinks all the time, and Amazon's definitely approaching that level on the only thing going to get in their way right now, it looks like, is regulation from monopolistic tendencies. And so it would be good. And I think, Walmart on the huge stage, but you're right that some of these companies now, and then that'll be a good thing, that Amazon isn't the only one offering prices that are decent on the internet, because guess what? If they're the only one, they won't be decent for long.
No, right? There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And it almost looks like that. So let's see what they have to say. Let's see. Where's the easiest one I can get? Well, here. Let's 1 second. I'll take this. So the estimate was 80 cents. They made 87. Let's go to Tim in Denver first. Hey, Tim, what's going on, brother?
Tommy and Tom, we're not supposed to day trade. No, you're talking about the Friday after Thanksgiving. That is, they'll just let 150, 160, up 170. I could see that happening this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially this year.
In a heartbeat, exactly. There's just no doubt, man. We're in that spot right now, folks, that I would say that anything and everything will happen.
I remember even in, 2008 when we were in the bad downturn, I think it even finished up 60 points. Remember that's when the downturn started?
Yes.
2008, I was like, okay, I think I was trying to go long on, so I was like, all right, it's up 60 points. Woo! I think that was 2008. That was, the Friday after, and I'm like, all right.
Totally.
Anyway.
Isn't it? It's hard to comprehend that 08 was 08 and we're in like going into
it feels like
18.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Feels
it's like
yesterday.
because my point, folks, is this: I remember so well that. I'm shot, nothing's happening. And in fact, the day when it really started, Tommy, is that we were in Vegas, right? And it was 3 o'clock in the morning. We were doing a show in Vegas, folks.
I
okay?
remember, sure.
We were
Go
doing
ahead,
a show
yeah.
in Vegas. What ended up happening, I'm up, no, I'm asleep. Okay, I go to sleep. I'm going to work in the morning. Tommy and another guy that works with us were out playing craps. They come in, they won a bundle, and then I get up and looked at the market, and it was crashed, and we were all elated, right?
Because 3 in the morning out there, it was already 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Market East time, yeah.
That was, here, stay right there. We got Tim from Denver, Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We want to hear from you. 877-927-6648. Come right back, folks. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 63. You got the Nasdaq off 7. S&Ps are off 4.5. We're talking with our man Tim from Denver, Colorado, and I believe we're going to be going into the IBB. So,
Hey, can I bring up one more thing, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
Before you got a second?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I think it was you maybe, or who was talking about Home Depot, and
yes.
God, I can remember that was $25. What and what is Home Depot now?
167.
Yeah, wait, is it's just crazy. It's like, oh, what is Home Depot going to be trading at? 220? I mean, isn't it? Things are so extended. It's scary to me.
It is. Well, here, let's stay with Home Depot, because Home Depot is an ABC up. So I was looking at this. So it's a monthly ABC up. Let me see. Right there, right? We did.
I mean, where does this thing? Are we going to be buying Home Depot at, 250? It's like.
Well, no, I'm with you. No,
it's hard for me to buy something up here like that. But
yeah, I agree. It's a 40.8 A to B. So it's 188. 188. It's a monthly ABC structure on the way up. Yeah, listen. And this is what's the thing that's wild, folks, is that there's no doubt that these stocks are at highs, but they're making money hand over fist. And the thing that's really sick is that, and I was talking about this yesterday on the air, it cracks me up that when people are fighting for corporations to get tax cuts that are forever, and every time I hear that we'll get the economy going, I'm saying to myself, okay, there's a disconnect in my head here. We're at all-time highs. The companies have never made so much money, factually, right? So now they're personally, we're going to get a tax cut for 7 or 8 years, and those expire, but the corporate tax cut's not going to expire. So when I look at that, being a bear, I'm saying to myself, man, in 2018, if that happens, man, these things are going to go. I mean, it's like, it might be 2 or 3 months, but, you got to face the fact. It's like, okay, man, and I know they're not, no corporations pays the, corporate rate of 35% anyway. Do you know what I mean? But the bottom line is that if that extra cash is there, these things will go further, and they'll be extended further. And then guess what? Then we'll wake up in the morning and bang.
Well, that's what's kind of scary. You know what? We're so extended now. What happens on this next downturn? It's.
Well, you know what? This is something, folks, that is going to be really challenging. And what it's going to be is that all the ETF structures are great when everything's going up. They're a disaster when things are going down, because that is natural selling, not forced selling. That's not you, Tommy, and me owning something, say I want to sell it, right? And the ETFs have overtaken the marketplace, okay? And I like them, okay? But you have to really understand that it's the chicken egg. And when the indices start going down, well, those managers have to sell. There's not a decision, oh, this is a good company. Well, they have to sell to keep the net asset value. Well, guess what? And you saw it happen in the junk bond market, last 8 days. What happens is that when they sell, everything gets sold immediately. And then when the ETF sells, guess what? Then they have to sell the underlying, in that case, the junk bonds. So I think that's going to be the real challenge in the next, correction, even at 10%. Because, what stops it? You know what I'm saying? Something always does stop it. But what will stop it, So.
Yeah, exactly.
I expect it's going to be fast, man. Because of the ETF aspect, and there's huge amounts. And to throw another little hook into this, folks, this is what's going to go on. Now, this is not going to happen for a year. But what's going on is that in between the S&P and the MSIC, those are the two big creators of ETF structures. And what they're going to do, listen, this just got announced yesterday, so check this out. What they're going to do is that Facebook, Twitter, Netflix, Amazon, they're all grouped in basically internet stocks right now, right? Well, what they're going to do, they're giving people a heads up on this, but what they're going to do, they're going to group Facebook and Google, and they're going to take them out of those stocks and make them communication stocks. And they're going to group them in with Verizon and AT&T. So the difference is these stocks have been up like 200% this year, right? The communication stocks have been up 20%. So that is going to be, as that gets closer, when they say what the date is, what that's going to mean is that the managers are going to have to sell that in one ETF. Bottom line, they have to sell it, and then they have to get it in another. That's going to throw some volatility in the marketplace. When I saw that come across, I mean, that's why they're probably giving people a heads up for a full year. But that's going to be pretty intense, you know. And
Yeah, you'll have to talk about that again here in the next.
yeah,
future.
this just got announced yesterday about 3 in the afternoon. And they have the list of stocks, and they're going to give people a year. But even so, as soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh, that's going to be intriguing, man." You know.
Yeah, I like when you do one of your little deals, where you think the market's going and all that. Here, you can go back and listen to it or whatever, and
Yes.
that's good work. You do good work there, Tommy.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, IBB, man. Well, I've been loving this. I love that LABU. And
Let's take a look. So you get the IBB. This is the
I love going long it. I hate trying to short it, but I've done good both ways.
Yep.
I love the long side, and I was looking for it to get a little lower. And if I had bought it, so I had a nice little pop. But what do you think? It's kind of in the middle here. Well, I don't know if you want to go to 320 or does it want to go to 280. What do you think?
Well, longer term, you get an ABC down, which is pretty cool. So your A point's 342, your B's 311. Okay, so what's that? That's 30, right? Which gets you about 285 probably.
Yeah, I thought it might make it there this time down, but then we got it got to 302. I started buying it, and I thought, all right, this is looking good. It was low volume. There wasn't any volume. They weren't selling it.
I think
a couple of days were pretty good, but you could just feel the pop coming in LABU.
Yeah, and I think the way to do this is that, we're coming into that Thanksgiving week next week, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't, I'd stay long into this because it looks to me like, you went down so hard, it's like this can get into the 316 in about a heartbeat, man. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
To play LABU a couple, 2 or 3, 4 points maybe, come up for holiday.
Yep, and we pull up the LABU, and the LABU is the direction S&P 300% bull position. That's trading at $69.30, and yeah, that can get into this $74 in a heartbeat, man. Yeah.
That LABD's definitely been harder. I've done okay on both, but I definitely like the LABU. That's a lot less stress when you're buying that.
Well, it's interesting when you say that. What I always find is that that means you're on the right side of the trend every time you bought it. Do you know what I mean? It's so easy.
It's easier going long.
If you have no stress in trading, you're on the right side of the trend. Wow, is it always this easy? No.
No. Thanks, guys. Love
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there,
Tim.
folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 77. You have the Nasdaq off 5. S&Ps are off 4.5. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can walk along with us as we trade these defined option contracts. Now, what you're looking at right now is that we got the Euro USD up. And what I expect you're going to see here, so the dollar, folks, had its first counter trend bounce since April. It looks like that has probably failed. And what's going to be intriguing here, so technically the setup is that the dollar wants to go lower. And what I suspect we're going to have is that tax cut-wise, deficient-wise, meaning on a longer-term basis, that's going to put some pressure on the dollar also. So even coming into the Thanksgiving holiday, what I do expect is that you're going to have some volatility inside the currency market come Sunday night. So don't forget, like, you can trade the dollar, the euro, any of these currencies Sunday night starting at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be really intriguing watching this whole thing shake out.
Yeah, and of course, on a short week, I was just going to say we'll have to stay tuned with how their weeklies go with being...
Oh, great point.
I wonder how that works, and I'm expecting, I guess, maybe they would close Friday, middle of the day. We'll find out by next week.
Yes.
But that would make sense, right, that they would probably, the weeklies close on Friday, which would be kind of cool in that you could get Wednesday with the Thursday with the Friday exposure.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge because... what will happen, there's going to be, I guess what will end up happening is that the House already passed the bill, Senate is going to end up probably passing the bill, then it's got to go to conference. These two bills are totally different.
I was waiting to say it myself. They both pass bills that have just dramatic differences.
Yeah. And so, the battle's going to be on in between their conference committee as to, when does this tax cut get done?
Because I know I'm not telling you anything you don't know, and even the listeners, but it's like every time if the House tries to appease somebody in the Senate, right, then you're going to lose people in the House. And if the Senate tries to make a change to appease somebody in the Senate,
right,
then the House has a problem. So it's not just a give and take. It's tougher, as we all know. I mean, it'll be interesting. Yeah.
And one of the big ones, folks, the biggest one, it looks that it's in there, is that the Senate tax cut for corporations does not take place till 2019. And if that's the case, this market will take a tank in about a second.
Yeah, there are huge differences too. Exactly.
Oh, man, yeah. There's no.
I mean, I almost can't keep track of them, to be honest. We'll have to get, because there are so many dramatic differences. Yeah.
And it's important. This is going to be this will move markets. That's the bottom line.
You're talking about state income tax deductions that are still kind of up in the flux. We hear different things. There's just a lot of important big ones that might be right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. So just keep in mind, you can go over, you can test drive the platform right now, Sunday night. And as Tommy said, and I always say, you want to test drive it so you can get a feeling of how these contracts move and what type of premiums are in them, and what exactly are you trading, meaning, what time frame you're trading and what is the spread that you're trading. Okay, so pretty cool with defined risk, that's for sure. If we get over and we take a look at that gold contract right now, let's go take a look at gold, because gold on Fridays, folks, now the cool thing is that we have it going with us today, which is nice. Bottom line is that it started, this morning, basically 7:55. We're down there at the 1282. Right now, you're out there at the 1286. You're up 790. And it looks like, as I said a little bit earlier, that 1790 is game. Now, I personally would like to not see that hit today. And the reason being is I'd love to see it get right about the 1788, 89, close right there with some volume, because then your probability gets a lot higher that it's going to bust topside.
Okay.
And what that could be all about is that it could be all about that, the Senate gets their bill together, and then what will end up happening, and this is what will it'd be the amount of the deficit, folks, going forward that would weaken the dollar. That's what this is going to be about, because the way that it's set up is that I believe it's 1.5 trillion they can say
increase the deficit.
So then what it's going to be, folks, it's going to be the believability of the marketplace that can we increase the GDP so that the deficit doesn't blow even higher than that. And it's going to be cool because the dollar is going to basically give us an idea, because no one's going to know.
Right.
No one's going to know. I mean, hey, this is, you're not going to know until whatever happens.
I agree, man. Totally.
So.
Yeah, that's where money speaks, right? Whether it's anything. Yeah, it's like that's where the rhetoric gets taken out of things and people are putting their money behind their position, and that's where you really find out what the market thinks.
There's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole ball of wax, baby.
You know it, for sure.
And I suspect what you're going to have because of the Thanksgiving deal. That's why I'm saying Sunday night, I think there's going to be action. Monday is going to be action. So check it out right in the front page of TFNN. We get over here and we take a look at the Dow again. The Dow it's interesting, and I got to catch myself too, because even when the Dow is down, 76 points, that's like, years ago that was big. That's only 0.3%.
Yeah. And hey, just how you were saying, check it out on the front page of TFNN. If we could do a quick plug and hopefully people are listening or watching, but there's been a Flash Player update, right? So we have some instructions on the front page. And what this basically has to do with, and we're going to be making more changes because this is just a temporary change because it's a little bit of a problem, as I'm sure some people have seen. And you just need to enable Flash to be able to play within your browser. It's kind of that simple. So we've put some directions on the front page. If anybody's having problems and you're listening, we encourage you to check it out. You can always call the office. Feel free to email me, Tommy@TFNN.com. And it's just a matter of whatever browser you're using.
Right.
Enabling Flash. And what's happening is...
I'll click it right now. So I just clicked it as to where the directions were.
Yes. And so basically you just want to go into your settings. Now, Chrome, maybe it's just the most popular, or maybe there was a setting where these browsers handle Adobe Flash differently. So Chrome handles it a little bit differently versus Internet Explorer, versus Microsoft Edge, versus Safari, Firefox. But Chrome is probably the most popular browser, and I think they had the biggest problem in that how they interpreted this update. And you just need to enable Flash to play within your browser.
Right.
So we put the settings up there, and you can add TFNN.com, which is the best way to do it. Kind of similar in the way that when you're in an email program, you're adding somebody that's emailing you to make sure it doesn't get lost in spam, and this is kind of a similar deal. And so Flash, which is remarkable because Flash is so pervasive in everything,
Right.
is going to stop getting supported in itself by like 2020. So check that out as well. We'll get back. Basil has a great workshop I was just going to talk about coming up Monday, talking about 2018, and that's second in the carousel right now.
Well, we're going to talk about that as soon as we come back. You stay right there, folks. Dow Industrials right now is trading down 78. Nasdaq's off 3. S&Ps are off 4.5. Coming right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 70. Nasdaq's off 1. S&Ps are off 3. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, right on that front page. Opening call subscriber event, November 20th.
Which is Monday. How crazy is that,
Wow.
man?
Amazing.
Seriously. It's. I had to do a double take when I said, that's Monday. Yes, that's Monday.
Seriously.
And so people, I really encourage you. Basil does a lot of great workshops. I think this one is going to be really awesome, and I'm not just blowing steam. He's doing a 90-minute workshop, just kind of on a general what we can anticipate for the coming year. And there's just so much to break down when you look at what we've done this year in terms of, and he has a great list. Click there, you can go through all the details. Can the high techs continue to lead, right? We've talked about that this show.
Yes.
Will the financials be impacted by yields? We're talking about that with rates this year, you know, everything, inflation versus deflation, the dollar and gold's long-term outlook, and then autos, real estate, socioeconomic, political nuances, worldwide stock market euphoric phase, possibility of serious consolidation before that happens, and then just looking at the politics of things and how that shakes out, because it's pretty remarkable. 2018, we're going to have an election year, and it's not a presidential election, but things are going to get focused on in the light of the political climate, and seeing how the House goes, the Senate goes,
right.
and how that's and just really the bottom line, that last one, stocks that could benefit and weaken them. And so that's Monday night, 5 till 6:30, 90 minutes. I'll be there watching for sure. And if you haven't tried Basil's service, he does a great job every morning, putting out 7, 8, 9 charts, Trader's Corner every day. So I encourage people to check it out, and then that'll be Monday evening, man, coming into the Thanksgiving week.
Unreal.
It is.
Gotta love it. Folks, you stay right there. We got swim lessons coming up next week, and then I'm at Basil Chapman. After that, we got Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Tommy, have a great one, safe one. Thanks so much.
Love you, man. You too.
Love you. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Stay right there. Basil's coming right up. Go get him, folks.
Basil Chapman has just announced a special subscriber event taking place Monday, November 20th from 5 till 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. What can you anticipate for 2018? In this 90-minute webinar for subscribers to Basil's daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, he will be discussing a variety of topics for the coming year, including, can high techs continue to lead? Will the financials be affected by yields, and where will yields be in 2018? The chances for inflation or deflation? What stocks could be affected or weakened in the coming year, as well as Basil's long-term outlook for the dollar and gold, as well as many other topics. For all the details and to sign up for a 30-day free trial to The Opening Call, visit the front page of TFNN.com today. With nothing to risk, this is a great time to try out Basil's daily trading newsletter. Sign up today.